Seattle. And of course, a couple rules we do have before we get underway. Since we are a heavy moving vehicle, get her, quackers, fire. Take that, sister. Anyway, you have to remain seated in your seats as we drive around Seattle. That's one of the rules. Don't be too surprised if you see a little purple haze in Seattle today. All right, everybody, come on, one more time. Got a smell of me. So Paul Allen, he is a eccentric guy. He loves sci-fi. Where are my Trekkies on? A crazy thing that took place over 30 years ago with music in the Seattle area. Anyway, it's open today. It is still a very popular spot, and we're definitely known for some of the best venues. Cold water is home to the Pacific Northwest octopus. That's right. The largest species of octopi live right off the shores of Seattle. How big can they get? Bigger than the duck we're on right now. That's how big an octopus can get right out here. And people don't know this, but they're one of the smartest animals on Earth. They are gold. That's right. And it was on, everybody, the largest gold rush of the world. The Klondike Gold Rush. All of a sudden, Seattle went from 40,000 people to 80,000 people as they came to Seattle to get their gear to head up north and strike it rich. They bought all that gear right down here. Literally, over 2 tons of supplies were needed by each person to get up through Canada and up into Alaska before they could start. We're going to do this. Downtown, and we're all going to sing it out and go like this. Downtown, as loud as you can. Here we go. And forget all your troubles, forget all your cares. Everybody, downtown. Oh, you guys are good. Downtown, everything's waiting for you. And remember, shops are always open from 9 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. Yeah. All right, here comes the big one. Don't hang around and let your problems sit. Let's give a nice loud one. Here we go. Shows downtown. Oh, sorry, my finger hit the button. Ooh, you guys walked into that one. Woo! Downtown. Also in our downtown, everybody, if you have not been to the Pike Street Market, it is a staple in Seattle. Has anybody not been to the Pike Street Market yet? It is on 1st and Pike and Pine. Yep. It has over 450 shops, grown in Washington, made in Washington, sold by Washingtonians. Home to the original Starbucks that opened up in 1971. Of course, to put the water gum in the gum wall to have a happy hour tonight. It is definitely a must-do. The skipper too, a millionaire and his wife. Everybody, the movie star, the professor and Mary Ann, here on Milligan's Isle. Oh boy, you guys, nothing like getting a nice relaxing song before you head out to sea, huh? Let's get this thing going. As an employee hears you in there, they're going to have to pull out their own cell phone, get on Google, and type in, how do I actually talk to a real person? Because they don't know how to do that. That is Adobe Photoshop off our right-hand side. We have geocaching, quackers. That guy loved it. He's going to go fall in the bushes laughing. I take every safety precaution there. Our safety manager, Modi, that nobody likes, especially him, he said, never take problems out onto the water. So we're not going to take it out today with this mask here. Let's go for it. Dramatic music. Ready to go? And remember, Don't attempt this in your own cars. If you would like to attempt it in an Enterprise car rental. They'll pick you up right there at the end of the dock. All right, everybody. This is it. We are finally above. And this is my watch license. All these people have our owner's phone number. I got one looking at me right now. It's over there. We have to be quiet this whole minute. oh no, and I think it was somewhere around October or something like that. I remember it was like, oh no, Christmas is coming, everybody's having a job. And at the same time, the Seattle Seahawks were sold to LA. They were going to be the Los Angeles Seahawks. And here's the crazy story, is the Seahawks were loading up their gear, everything was packed, and they started heading out. They were leaving. And the last semi-driver stuck his head out the window right when they were leaving town. He says, hey, last person here, don't forget to turn the lights out. And that freaked people out. Well, believe it or not, Paul Allen stepped down from Microsoft. He was the savior. And he said, Seahawks aren't going anywhere. He contacted the guy from LA, and he says, every billionaire has their price. What's yours? I'm buying the team back. I got to keep them. And he goes, it's my mission. And the guy goes, double my money. And Paul Allen knew. He's like, deal. Take them. Sold. And the guy goes, boy, that was the easiest billions of dollars I ever made. Simple and easy. They were in Sacramento, believe it or not. They were ready to Sacramento. The trucks turned around. At the same time, Kurt Cobain, sounds crazy, and Nirvana were discovered out of a little town up on our coast, Aberdeen, Washington. And grunge was brought to the world through Seattle and Kurt Cobain. And people started flocking from around the world to come see this grunge act, which were flannel, shorts, and long johns, and hiking boots and ski hats. Well, Bowie decided, okay, maybe we jumped the gun too quick. Maybe we'll just go ahead and maybe we'll stay. So they shunned Boeing. They were very mad at Boeing. They changed the name from the Emerald City, or to the Jet City to the Emerald City, and that was to shun Boeing on that one. And ever since then, I think we've really had any problems. Boeing's been, what is $25 in Bill Gates' pocket from what they spend to what I spend? $10 million is equivalent to $25. Isn't that crazy? That's what $93 billion is. A quarter is $47,000 is what a quarter is to me, what it means to them. That's what they would spend. You know, they go on vacations and they spend billions of, hundreds of thousands of dollars on vacation. I go and, it's like $1,500. And that's breaking the bank. So they're doing some great things here. They're saving the world. They're doing it all on their own. And at any given time, they have somewhere close to $60 billion at hand that they're willing to donate. They've already saved $6 million